Hey guys, I'm Nito King. I'm bringing you another level of Rayman with a special guest.
I'm SuperGraffiti.
So, how appropriate, we've got graffiti going on at a level that's themed on art.
Oh man, this is this is bringing back painful memories already.
Yeah, like going through a level with only one hit point because you just fought a boss.
Yes. Oh good, that's a good start.
Yeah, well, so how about that one hit point?
Oh, that's
You just have to keep going across these ledges without stopping at all. Or,
always nerve-wracking when they're.
yeah, be smart enough to wait for the platform to come back. I'm pretty sure it does.
I think so. They usually stay going back and forth forever
Yeah.
when you first activate it.
Well, the good news is that that cage is a lot easier to break if you don't have any fist power-ups. Because otherwise your fist will hit the far wall and won't be effective in opening the cage.
Oh, do you have to? You can't punch through the pen.
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, that's.
It's a solid object.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware
And
of
that's
that.
why I had to stand to the right of it to break the cage.
Yeah, I
Can't,
wondered what
go
you were
inside.
doing.
Yeah, there's one level really late in the game, in fact the last regular level. Every cage is sitting on a bed of spikes, so if you're used to going to the cage to break it open, it will kill you.
Yes, I remember that. Oh,
And
God.
this is just embarrassing. I flew too far and swung around the wrong way. I mean, you can see what you're supposed to do, but it's still a trap. The last spikes will still hit you, even if you got it right.
I guess
I
these.
really don't know what I was doing.
No. Are these yin yang things supposed to be erasers then, or are they just.
I don't know. That's the one thing that really seems completely out of place in this level. And there's two paths to get through this part. You can take the top way and fight one of those guys with the guns from the first world, or you can come down here and get a cage. No contest.
There's nothing else up there then?
Not as far as I remember. But most important thing is get every cage your first time through this world. You do not want to have to go through this level a second time.
Like I did.
Yeah, you were telling me you went through every level once and then went through a second time for the cages?
I was. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. For some reason, in my, I guess, 9-year-old head, that was a very clever, efficient strategy. Looking back now, I have no idea why I thought that was at all beneficial, but
Well, especially
that's
since
what I
I
did.
thought you only had to repeat the areas with cages in them, but it turns out that that isn't true. Because when I went back to do the cage roundups, I had to go back through some areas where I know there weren't any cages.
Oh no, yeah, you've got to do the whole thing. Even if,
Mm-hmm.
like, you missed the cage at the very first section of the level, you got to do it all.
Yeah, but there were some sections that never had cages in them at all. The only things you don't have to repeat are, boss chases and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So, I was surprised. I remembered differently. So, more fun with yin-yangs.
How come you don't bounce off them, but they bounce off the floor? That's what I want to know.
Well, the yin-yang itself is not really bouncy, I guess, or it bounces from the floor but not from you, or I don't know. I actually did an experiment in high school on elasticity, and I'm not really sure what conclusion I came up with. But it was something like, you take the bounciest object and bounce it off the bounciest surface, and it doesn't bounce very well at all.
Oh, I suppose it wouldn't, yeah. That's interesting.
And we tried to come up with some numbers to support our conclusions, but they never really worked out.
Hmm.
So, yet again, just avoid the frying pan guy and totally subvert the puzzle.
I think they're probably the most out of place thing in Picture City, as opposed to the Yin Yangs.
It could be. I mean, you consider the boss as Space Mama, but then Space Mama doesn't really fit either.
No.
I think they were kind of confused as to what type of picture they were talking about, because you've got some movie-themed stuff, Space Mama herself, and then you've got art stuff.
I suppose it's just sort of the visual arts in general. That's what I got.
It could be. I mean, it could be a pun on the word picture, but I don't know whether that works in French.
Yeah.
Should probably have paid more attention in French or not taken Japanese without being fully versed in my French. Because that was the real problem. You know, I remembered French from high school, and then I started studying Japanese, and could never keep the two of them straight after that.
Yeah.
So there's some kind of secret over here to the right. I don't know what it is. I decided not to go for it and went for the one that I can actually see. Grab the full health that I don't need, and have some fun.
Wow. That's
Big old jungle gym of grappling hooks.
fairly unnecessary.
They're breeding. And now the nightmares begin.
Ding.
Alright, everybody get ready to cringe. We begin
Oh,
the level with super helicopter power.
of course. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, the memories.
Remember last level when I said those bouncy platforms are going to be your worst enemy in this world?
Oh, man.
This is what I was talking about. This defeats so many people trying to get through this game. Right now it's nice and calm. And of course, a secret that you must find. Pretty tame, at least for now. Grabbing some stuff because I can. And then trying to get back past the pencils.
What hurt you?
It's probably possible. I missed. Got crushed against the ceiling. And now we've got more of these hit the bouncing ball while you're in the air puzzles.
That's terrifying.
It's not that bad.
I just
At
looked.
least they're not coming after you.
Yeah.
This part's annoying though. You gotta push up against the wall until you get far enough over that you can actually stand on it. And we're coming up on the part that pretty much always inspires me to song. Although, I'm gonna save that for the solo video.
Okay.
I'm not gonna torture you with it.
I'm intrigued now, though.
Eh.
Oop.
I mean, I guess I could. You can say, if anybody's not convinced to watch this video because SuperGraffiti is my guest, I sing in the solo version, and you don't want to hear that. But, I mean, I could have actually even used the original song, because it's one of the ones that I have on CD, but it's also one of the few that's in my vocal range. I actually can sing it, so...
What causes those pencils to drop? Because sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't.
I don't know. I think it's just a certain number of them.
Oh, look at that paint.
Like, eventually they run out, and then they come back.
Great. Of course they do.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they're just there because
This
everything
game-
in this level must be painful.
This game hates you.
It does. And I don't know why I'm so determined to kill this guy. But the only reason that I actually kept this take of the video, despite what you're going to see coming up shortly, is right in the upper right corner at this
Ooh.
moment. Exactly.
Have we not seen that before?
This-
We haven't, have we?
Hmm?
Have you ever actually got 100 things before in this LP?
Oh yeah, I have, plenty of
Oh,
times.
have you?
Yep. I just never really drew attention to it
Oh, okay.
because it wasn't this part. This part is impossible. I'm just going to say that right now. Even if you don't
Yes,
screw up the way I just did,
Yes, I remember this.
this is impossible to get through. And if you die, you start over at that checkpoint with 3 hit points and no practical way to get more.
Yeah.
So here I am, trying to get 2 tings without getting hit, and I did. So, about halfway through this part, the easy half, of course, I've now got a full supply of hit points. The only way that I could ever get through this part. And so, it was after I got through this area, despite getting hit by an anti-tune, which is the most pathetic thing ever, I said, regardless of what happens in the rest of this level, since I never have to do this part again, I have to keep this recording. And I regretted it immediately.
This video is making me really on edge. It's so nerve-wracking.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh god.
I mean, it's nerve-wracking for me every time I watch this video, and I know what the outcome is.
Yeah.
Like, this looks a lot easier than it is, and hopefully it doesn't even look easy. But your timing's got to be pretty good, and you have to move just the right amount to the side to get past one spike and not bump into the next one. I don't think it's possible to hover between the spikes and the bouncy platform.
Probably
It
not
could
worth
be.
the risk. It's probably easier to do it the way you're doing it.
I think so. And I gave up waiting for the anti-tune, which it turns out has Mega Man 2 style walked off the edge of the screen into oblivion.
Yeah.
And of course, a suspicious nook.
It does nothing.
Yep, nothing at all. Until you fly over the exit.
God's sake.
And there we go. It's a cage past more spikes, and I'm not even going to bother with the spikes.
No. Why would you?
It seems like in the PC version they do a lot of, put the spikes there and you have to get past it because there's a one-up over there, and that causes a cage to appear. This version, they're really nice about it.
Oh, this.
And now this part. This is nightmare fuel of an entirely different kind. These platforms bounce you up every time you land on one, right through the ones above you, and you have to get to the bottom. Now they've got a path of tings there to show you which way to go, but it's not all that easy to follow, so it took me a while. Kind of like the timing of that. They got that whoosh sound in the background music just as I'm helicoptering.
Why this song? Oh, bouncing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the other option was to go up to 4 times speed and use popcorn. But I figure I want to see if anybody at the Disney Corporation is watching these videos and cares enough to sue me over it.
Was this Disney?
I think so.
I never saw it, so I don't know. Oh my god.
Yep, so close. And there we go.
Why did I do this video, this level twice? Why did I ever think that was...
I don't know. I mean, it is easier to get through the levels if you're not going for the cages.
Yeah, but
especially...
I sort of was as well. Like, I wouldn't just ignore the cages. I'd get any that I could, but I would be like, oh, I don't have to get them all right now. I can come back.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder what the fuck's wrong with me.
Yeah, I mean, the way I was playing through it this time around was I would try to get all the cages, especially if I knew where they were. There's one exception, which will be coming up in the next video. But, if I
That's not fair.
didn't find all the cages, beating the level is good enough.
Oh my god.
I could not get the timing right there. This is the kind of mistake that wouldn't happen if this were not my first time going through this part of the level.
This is just mean.
Yep.
Is there actually anything back there?
Well, there's the disappearing clouds, and I definitely wanted to see what those are hiding.
Yeah.
So, I'm willing to risk a couple of lives to see. Because again, yeah, I'm still not guaranteed that I'm going to keep this recording. As hilarious as it is.
Ooh. Oh. So close. Yet so far.
Yeah, this is another one of those,
Oh my
there's
God.
no way that I would be able to recreate this a second time.
Oh, you're killing me.
Yep.
No!
There we go. Just use the pencil points to stop myself from moving. And I finally get on the ledges.
At least this song was nice. This game has some really good music, although all the tracks are like 10 seconds long maximum.
No, most of them are in the 30 to 40 second range.
Still not enough, is it? It's weird.
Yeah, and I kind of like to take it and just play it in my car as a soundtrack CD, but eventually I'll get there.
Yeah. Oh,
There we go. That was a nice one.
yeah.
And I
God.
almost forgot to duck. Almost.
I.
But finally, I make it to the left side, and I get
Oh no.
the shortcut back to the beginning.
Why? Why?
There's nothing here.
Why? What is the?
That's just if you get stuck in the middle here while you're bouncing across everything.
How would you get stuck?
You'll see.
Oh God.
No, actually, I don't get stuck
Okay.
there. But I know there's a secret here. I'm determined to find it.
Oh jeez.
So, of course, I didn't ride that platform back to the right. There's a cache of tings over there and possibly some other stuff. But no, I knew where the secret was at this point. And I really just wanted to get it and get on with the level.
Yeah. Oh. Oh good. Right. Oh. Oh
And that time I forgot to duck.
God.
Yep. Alright, break the cage. Cage is broken. And now I just have to get back.
I'm gonna have to go lie down after this video.
I think that may be the only time in the game when he can actually come into contact with the eyes.
Yeah. Is it hard to touch them then?
Yep.
Of course. I went there. What are you doing?
So, you know, make a blind jump, but finally I'm at the end of the level. And I think they may have gone a little overboard with the suddenly appearing spikes here.
Yeah.
But that's okay, you'll ignore those and just finish it.
You get on slow.
Alright, but I saw a 1-up up on the top ledge, so I definitely have to go up and get it.
Yep.
I'm terrible at this game.
You're better than I was.
Probably better than a lot of people, but I'm still terrible.
Okay. Is anyone good at this game, really, though?
There probably are some people, you know, like the Korean kids that sit around and do nothing but play one game over and over, become experts, and then post videos of it.
Who has time to be good at this game?
No idea, but I have a job, which is more than most of them can probably say, and then I can't even go the right direction to get to the next level at the end of the video. I don't know what was going on here, but
Okay.
Space Mama's Crater will be next time, and it's almost as nightmarish as this one was.
Oh god.
See you guys then.